In the bustling core of Miami, a new symbol of ambition is taking shape, an architectural marvel that stretches over Biscayne Boulevard. Known as the Signature Bridge, this massive infrastructure project is poised to redefine the city's skyline. Rising nearly 1,000 feet and featuring a collection of towering, arching forms, the bridge is not just a means of crossing, but a statement of identity. Crafted by the same architectural minds responsible for the eastern span of the San Francisco-Oakland Bay Bridge, the Signature Bridge is envisioned as a landmark that speaks to Miami's future as much as its present. Whether that goal is ultimately realized remains to be seen, especially as delays, budget overruns, and public inconvenience continue to stir debate. The Signature Bridge is part of a broader, sweeping initiative to modernize a vital transportation corridor that dates back over 5 decades. In 1971, Miami completed Interstate 395, a short but essential 1.29-mile stretch of highway. Initially proposed in 1958, I-395 was designed to link the heart of downtown Miami with the resort-lined coast of Miami Beach. Over time, it evolved into a critical transportation artery, carrying not just commuters, but freight traffic to and from the port of Miami. But as Miami's population and economy expanded, so too did the demand on its infrastructure. By the late 1990s, the traffic volume had far exceeded what I-395 was originally built to handle. Now the Midtown interchange, the convergence of I-95, I-395, and State Road 836, accommodates over 450,000 vehicle trips per day. Clearly, a substantial overhaul was long overdue. Florida's transportation authorities began evaluating options in the early 2000s, seeking not just to repair the aging infrastructure, but to reimagine it entirely. After more than a decade of studies, community input, and planning, the state announced in 2010 a bold reconstruction project that would overhaul Y-395, I-95, and SR 836, and include the showpiece, the Signature Bridge. Let's explore what makes this bridge not just an engineering feat, but a piece of art. At the center of the project is a bridge like no other in Florida, a sweeping, futuristic span stretching 1,025 feet across Northeast 2nd Avenue and Biscayne Boulevard. Designed by Donald McDonald Architects, the structure consists of 6 elegant arches, with the tallest reaching 330 feet into the air and spanning 650 feet horizontally. The flowing lines of the bridge were inspired by Miami's close connection to water. The arch forms were conceptualized as a giant fountain, a symbolic nod to fluidity, movement, and the city's coastal identity. Functionally, the bridge will carry 2 80-foot wide decks, accommodating 3 lanes of traffic in each direction. At its lowest point over Biscayne Boulevard, the clearance is around 27 feet, which is notably higher than the previous structure, improving both the aesthetic and functional aspects of the corridor. Enhancing the bridge's dramatic appearance, a system of programmable LED lighting will illuminate the arches and deck, allowing for visually stunning nighttime displays. But aesthetics are only one piece of the story. From an engineering standpoint, the bridge is a sophisticated cable-stayed design, meaning the deck is supported by high-tensile cables attached to the arches. These cables, ranging from 19 to 55 strands, are made from high-strength steel and provide stability while minimizing the amount of material needed. The bridge is anchored to a central pier, a colossal structure that not only supports the arches and deck, but also integrates electrical systems and a structural health monitoring unit to ensure safety and longevity. The pier's foundation is itself a marvel. It includes approximately 5,000 cubic yards of concrete and 1.7 million pounds of steel reinforcement, all designed to support the immense weight of the arches and deck. The construction relies on over 2,000 auger cast piles, each about 3 feet in diameter and driven up to 134 feet deep into the ground. This massive substructure ensures that the bridge will stand strong for at least 100 years. Each of the arches is composed of 345 precast concrete segments, with each segment weighing around 90 tons. Their unique angular forms come from the elliptical geometry of the arches themselves, a complex shape that required intricate design and planning. This segmented approach allows for more efficient construction and easier quality control compared to casting the arches in place. The I-395 segment will expand from 2 to 3 lanes in each direction, effectively increasing capacity by 50% and alleviating chronic congestion. To further improve flow, new connector ramps will link I-95 with I-395 and Biscayne Boulevard. Notably, the eastbound off-ramps at Northeast 2nd Avenue are being moved to North Miami Avenue, while westbound entrance ramps are shifting west to the same area. These changes are aimed at reducing the weaving movements that cause bottlenecks and improve safety and efficiency at the interchange. Because of the complexity of the work and the necessity to keep traffic moving, construction is being carried out in phases. The westbound segment, including 4 of the 6 arches, will open first, allowing traffic to shift, while the eastbound section and remaining arches are completed. Much of the work, including transporting materials and setting large components, takes place overnight to minimize daytime disruption. The full project, branded as Connecting Miami, is a joint venture between the Florida Department of Transportation, FDOT, and the Miami-Dade Expressway Authority, MDX. While the signature bridge draws the spotlight, the broader effort also includes substantial upgrades to State Road 836 and Interstate 95. The 836 improvements cover a 1.4-mile stretch from Northwest 17th Avenue to the Midtown Interchange, while the I-95 work involves replacing concrete pavement along a 1.6-mile section between 8th Street and 29th Street. A notable innovation on SR 836 is the construction of a double-decked roadway. The upper level will offer a 2-lane express route in each direction that bypasses both I-95 and local access points, dramatically improving long-distance travel times. Meanwhile, the original lanes will function as a collector-distributor system, allowing local traffic to enter and exit more safely and efficiently. To carry out this complex infrastructure overhaul, workers are using specialized equipment, including a massive 488-foot-long gantry. This machine allows for the safe placement of beams and pier caps over active roadways, reducing the need for long-term lane closures. Another major objective is to correct some of the long-standing operational flaws in Miami's highway network. These include eliminating problematic left-hand entrance and exit ramps and reducing weaving patterns at the interchange, common causes of traffic accidents and backups. A further benefit will be the improvement of hurricane evacuation routes, a key concern for the vulnerable, low-lying areas of Miami Beach. While much of the attention has been on traffic and design, there's also a deeper social and cultural element to this project. One of the most innovative aspects is the creation of a 33-acre urban park beneath the elevated I-395. Known as the Underdeck or Heritage Trail, this mile-long corridor will include walking and biking paths, landscaping, public art, water features, and even an amphitheater. The goal is to reconnect neighborhoods, specifically Overtown and downtown Miami, which were divided by the original I-395 construction in the 1960s. Beyond recreation, this public space is part of a wider mission to support economic revitalization in historically marginalized communities like Overtown. Now let's look at how this massive project is being funded. Originally estimated at $82 million, the total cost has ballooned to $840 million. If that increase is distributed proportionally, the I-395 reconstruction, and particularly the signature bridge, now accounts for roughly $582 million of the total. Of that, the bridge alone could easily represent about $400 million. While that's a significant investment, proponents argue that the higher cost is justified by the bridge's symbolic and aesthetic value. A standard segmental box girder bridge would have cost considerably less, but it wouldn't have achieved the same impact or identity. In many ways, the signature bridge is Miami's attempt to do what other cities have done with iconic structures. Think the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco or the Gateway Arch in St. Louis. It's unlikely to reach the same level of global fame, but it's certainly far more visually ambitious than your average overpass. Despite the vision and engineering behind it, the project hasn't been without controversy. Traffic disruptions caused by the ongoing construction have frustrated residents and commuters alike. Some critics argue that nearly $1 billion could have been better spent on public transit upgrades, especially in a city where car dependency is already high. The delay in completion has also caused concern. Initially expected to finish around 2024 or 2025, the project has now been pushed back to late 2027. The reason? Global supply chain challenges. In some cases, essential materials have taken over 36 weeks to arrive, stalling construction timelines. Yet once completed, the signature bridge and its surrounding projects aim to offer far more than just a faster drive. They represent a vision of infrastructure that unites design, engineering, and public space. Miami isn't just building a bridge, it's attempting to build an identity, a bold, forward-looking cityscape that leaves a lasting impression on both locals and visitors alike. That was all from us today for this video, folk. For more similar content, make sure to subscribe to GigaBuilds. Subscribe.